From Jamaica and USA's rivalry becoming one of the highlights of the Olympics, to even fans getting hyped up and involved, here's how the rivalry between Jamaica and USA's track teams has continued over the years. Now, considering how long-running this rivalry has been, it's no surprise why it's become one of the most exciting things about the Olympics. I mean, there was a time when Americans were enjoying a lot more victories over their opponents in black, green, and yellow. But let's be honest, that was a long time ago. And in more recent years, the US track team has had it rough. It's clear that Jamaica's got some absolute superstars appearing at the Olympics for them every time. And well, they've helped carry the country's track team to gold, time and time again. It's hard to even believe there was a time when the USA had the edge over them. That said, with the Olympics set to occur in Paris this year, fans think it's high time for USA's track team to make a comeback and show their rivals over in Jamaica that they've still got what it takes to cement their spot at the top. That said, it's not going to be easy, that's for sure, especially when Jamaica's got folks like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Elaine Thompson-Herah leading the charge. Either way, one thing is certain. Because of these two teams and their long-running rivalry, the track and field events at the Olympics this year are going to be an absolute spectacle to watch. It's made even more interesting because of the fans, who get quite passionate about both their respective sides, and understandably so. Over the years, as both teams competed in events such as the 100-meter, 200-meter, and the pinnacle 4x100-meter relay, spectators witnessed tons of iconic moments, broken records, and an incredible amount of hype and excitement. But of course, none of this would have been possible without the superstars on each team who've contributed to making track and field at the Olympics such a treat. I'm talking about the likes of Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Shelly-Ann's been a shining beacon for Jamaica's team since her debut. And a big part of why Fraser-Pryce is so good at what she does is because of her small body frame. She's a huge threat to anyone running against her, and well, she's constantly proven this by breaking her own personal records. Over the years, Shelly-Ann has received a total of 3 gold medals in the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 4x100-meter relays. It's clear that she's a huge part of why the Jamaican team is as good as it is today. Unsurprisingly, with the rivalry between the USA and Jamaican track teams reaching such a pivotal point, the pressure on Shelly-Ann is gonna be massive. Fans are probably expecting her to give the performance of a lifetime, and who knows, that's exactly what she might bring to the table. But she's not the only one, because there are other superstars just like her on the Jamaican team, like Shericka Jackson. The thing about Shericka is that she's been a massive force ever since her debut Olympics, all the way back in Rio 2016. That year, she brought home 2 medals, bronze in the 400-meter and silver in the 4x400-meter relay. But she didn't stop there. Later in Tokyo 2020, she clinched 3, which included a gold in the 4x100-meter. It is safe to say that the 29-year-old has been a huge reason why the Jamaican team has been able to compete with the USA after all this time. Jackson has continued to see success since the 2020 Olympics, and especially had a dominant last season when she completed back-to-back 200-meter world crowns. With her victory at the 2023 World Athletics Championships in Budapest, it looks like she's all but ready to step onto the track once more for the 2024 Olympics in Paris. That said, I can't just forget Brianna Williams either. She's a powerhouse of a runner, with tons of achievements of her own, like the fact that she became Jamaica's youngest Olympic gold medalist when she ran the leadoff leg for the 4x100-meter relay team at the Tokyo Olympics. The world had its eyes set on her at the event, and rightly so. The team set a national record of 41.02, which at the time was the 3rd fastest in history. That's no small feat, let me tell you. Her career has been shining beyond just that. I mean, she's a 2-time silver medalist at the World Championships. Not to mention, she's also been in the top 8 at the World Indoor Championships. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see her name on the roster for the Paris Olympics. She's definitely proven she's got what it takes to continue cementing herself as one of the most prominent women in the world of track and field. Finally, there's one other name that's just got to be mentioned when we're talking about Jamaica's excellent track team. Of course, I'm talking about Elaine Thompson-Herah. I'm not kidding when I say she's easily one of the biggest reasons behind Jamaica's continued dominance. I mean, not only did she get the gold medals in the 100 meters and 200 meters at the 2016 Rio Olympics, but she even managed to defend her gold medals later on at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. It's like there's really no stopping her. And if that wasn't enough, she also set a time of 10.61 seconds in the 100-meter race while also snatching a 3rd gold medal in the 4x100-meter relay, just as a cherry on top. It's clear that she's easily one of the greatest sprinters of all time. And the US team is going to come out ahead in the Paris Olympics. They're going to need to bring their A game. Jamaica's got some seriously fast sprinters, but luckily, the United States isn't too far behind. Sure, they aren't as dominant as they once used to be, but there's a good chance that they could make a comeback this year, especially with folks like Sha'Carri Richardson. She qualified for the 2020 Summer Olympics after winning the women's 100-meter dash at the US Olympics trials. That's when she managed to beat her personal best of 10.72 seconds, becoming the fourth fastest American woman in history. Just recently in 2023, she managed to win the 100-meter, while also getting bronze in the 200-meter at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest. Let's not forget, she also anchored the 4x100-meter relay team to gold at the same event. So there's a good chance you could see her at the top. She's managed to qualify for the 100-meter and 200-meter races for the world team in 2024 too. Many people have their eyes set on her and believe she could be the one who carries the US team back to their days of glory, managing to beat the Jamaican team and adding one more point to the US side in their long-running rivalry. But luckily, she's not alone in this, because some other stars in the United States track team are worth talking about too, like Jenna Prandini. While her medals might not be as shiny as some of her opponents over on the Jamaican side, she still managed to make her impact known. Jenna is a two-time Olympian and was even the 2020 Olympic silver medalist. She got the silver medal in the 4x100-meter relay during the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games event. While her position in the 100-meter and 200-meter weren't nearly as good, she still brought home a medal, which is a really big deal. It's tough to say if she'll be a competitor to look out for at the Paris Olympics, but if she brings home the kind of skills and excitement she had for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, then folks could be looking at a turning point for the US track team. That said, Jenna isn't alone. In fact, there's one other track team star that I've just got to talk about, and that's Tiana Bartoletta. Now, most folks might know her for her jumping, but Tiana's a great sprinter too. She won 2 gold medals at the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. This was in the long jump and the 4x100-meter. She also placed 9th in the 100 meters that year. Flashback to 2012, and Bartoletta won a gold medal in the women's 4x100-meter run. Fans are expecting a lot from her in the upcoming Olympics, and it's going to be exciting to see if she and the rest of the US track team will be able to deliver. There's no doubt that they've got stiff competition. Considering the amazing performances that have been on display by Jamaica in the past 2 Olympics, I don't think they're going to go easy on the US this time either. But still, fans are hoping that things turn around for the US track team, and that they are finally able to reclaim their once powerful position as frequent winners of gold medals at the Olympics, at least when it comes to track and field. Expectations are high as the Jamaican and American track teams compete for supremacy once more in the run-up to the Paris Olympics. So from even fans getting hyped up and involved, to their rivalry becoming one of the highlights of the Olympics, that was how the rivalry between Jamaica and USA's track teams has continued over the years.